Hey guys, so today we're going to share a great recipe for lasagna. Now this may seem daunting and it does take a little while, but trust us guys, it's actually pretty straightforward and really well worth it. So in this recipe we included bacon lardons, so we started with that. Just drop them straight in the pan to sear, no need for any cooking oil as the bacon will fry just fine in its own fat. Then add some onions and stir it all in until it's softened. Next go in with your ground meat. We used a 50-50 mix of beef and pork as that's most popular, but really you can use pretty much any meat you want here. Just crush it all up and mix it in until it's browned through and set aside. And now in another pan we're going to be making a sort of wine marinade. Start off with frying some tomato paste until it's nicely caramelized. Don't worry if it burns a little bit into a fond. Then pour in about a third of a bottle of red wine and let it dislodge any fond from the bottom of the pan as it simmers. Once that's thickened and the alcohol is burned off, it's time to pour it over the meat mixture and stir it all in. Next, go in with some diced bell pepper and follow with the spices. We went with beef stock cubes, minced garlic as well as minced chili or paste, a good amount of salt and black pepper, a generous dashing of Worcestershire sauce, which by the way is a really underrated ingredient in dishes like this. And then on top of that, any Italian seasonings you like, such as thyme, rosemary, oregano. There really are no wrong answers here. And then finally pour in enough crushed tomatoes or passata to make a nice smooth saucy mixture that isn't too runny. And now in a baking dish we start off with a layer of white sauce to lubricate the base. We usually substitute carbonara for extra flavour, but this time we ramp things up with bechamel sauce. Next is a layer of our mixture, followed by lasagna sheets and then another coating white sauce. But before repeating with the next layer we started assaulting it with cheese. For this we went with mozzarella, parmesan and a sprinkling of mature cheddar. And then we repeat the cycle with a layer of our meat, pasta, white sauce, cheeses, meat, pasta, white sauce, and then finally cheeses on top. And then finally cover it with foil and bake at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit for about half an hour to begin with, but we made this ahead of time, so once we're ready to eat, take the foil off and bake for another 20 more minutes to brown that cheesy top. And now your amazing lasagna is ready. You can have this with salad or garlic bread, roast vegetables, or just savour it on its own. Delicious and well worth the effort.